Good April 29th, 2021 to you, Earthlings. Oh, that's a big clue. What are we looking at here in the universe? That's correct. If you said that looks like a view that an Apollo astronaut would see, then you are correct. Let's have a read of the explanation. Apollo 17, the crescent Earth. Our fair planet sports a curved sunlit crescent against the black backdrop of space in the stunning photograph. From the unfamiliar perspective, the Earth is small and, like a telescopic image of a distant planet, the entire horizon is completely within the field of view. Enjoyed by crews on board the International Space Station, only much closer views of the planet are possible from low Earth orbit. Orbiting the planet once every 90 minutes, a spectacle of clouds, oceans, and continents scrolls beneath them, with the partial arc of the planet's edge in the distance. But this digitally restored image presents a view so far only achieved by 24 humans, Apollo astronauts who traveled to the moon and back again between 1968 and 1972. The original photograph, AS17-152-23420, was taken by the homeward bound crew of Apollo 17 on December 17, 1972. For now, it's the last picture of Earth from this planetary perspective taken by human hands. NASA remembers Michael Collins. Anybody know who Michael Collins was? It's a shame that we don't, okay? Because you probably know who Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong are. But he was the third Apollo astronaut that went on Apollo 11, the first mission to land human beings on another world besides Earth. He didn't get the pleasure of setting foot on the moon, but he gets sort of the honor of being maybe the loneliest human to have ever lived. Imagine him orbiting around the moon while Buzz and Neil are down there, one small step for man, and he's just kind of orbiting around the moon, going on the far side of the moon, further away from every other human being, in the history, all by himself up there in the command module, right? And so Buzz and Neil had to sort of go back up to the dock with him as they left for home. He stayed up in orbit. So that's who Michael Collins was. The Artemis missions are, so yeah, he passed away yesterday. I'm just learning this. It says, today the nation lost a true pioneer and lifelong advocate for exploration and astronaut Michael Collins, said acting NASA Administrator Steve Jerzik. As pilot of the Apollo 11 command module, some called him the loneliest man in history. While his colleagues walked on the moon for the first time, he helped our nation achieve a defining milestone. He also distinguished himself in the Gemini program as an Air Force pilot. All right, so a name every human being should know, Michael Collins. Preston. So the Artemis missions are the follow-up to Apollo. Artemis and Apollo were twins in mythology, and so it kind of is appropriate to say, well, now we're going to send people back to the moon with the Artemis missions. Just recently, SpaceX kind of won the contract to actually be the landing capsule, so they're going to sort of take charge of that. And really, we know that it's Elon Musk's sort of long-term goal to get people to Mars, and so this is kind of the technology that's going to prove, okay, we can land people, on the planet here and then eventually to Mars, hopefully within your lifetime. But indeed, this is a rare view, one that we have the pleasure of seeing, because it was captured by one of the sort of 24 human beings that have ever actually laid their eyes upon it, sort of in reality, not through a picture. The description mentions that even astronauts that are on the International Space Station don't get this kind of a view because they're so close to the Earth that they don't see the full sort of circle of the Earth, right? They're just sort of like putting your eyeball next to a globe. That's kind of their view of it. Still extremely close.